Hello, this is Shirley Crest-Dudley. I'm an online and website marketing consultant, and I thank you for your time today. I'm going to talk to you for about 10 minutes on how to dramatically increase your business online. First, I have a couple of disclaimers. One, you may or may not be interested in using my services, but I think that you'll find the information interesting. Two, Dr. Christian Yaste of Valentine Center for Dentistry referred me to you because he's one of my clients and his practice is doing really well the last 2.5 months since I've been working with them. But he does want you to know that he does not benefit in any way if you do choose to use my services. In fact, he even recommended that I do something special for you, which we'll talk about at the end of the presentation. So times are tough, and people are making decisions about what they're going to spend money on or maybe not spend money on and waiting until another year. What used to work no longer works. Some of you have Yellow Pages ads. And when was the last time you actually picked up a copy of the Yellow Pages book? In fact, when one comes to our house, we immediately toss it into the recycle bin. The Internet is your future. There are over 1 billion local searches every month, 1 billion just in your area. But you wonder what to do. Everything is happening so fast and changing, and you know the Yellow Pages ad isn't working, but what about yellowpages.com? Are they any good? Are they worth the money? Or do you upgrade to one of the local directories? When you sign up for Google, they want you to upgrade. Or Yahoo, Kudzu, Manta, Merchant Circle, everybody says, let us feature you for $20, $30, $50, couple hundred, even $500 a month, and that'll make the biggest difference in your online rankings. And you wonder, do any of these really matter, or do I have to do all of them? Or do you pay a guy, I don't know, $300 to $500 a month to get you links? And I had a client that did that, and the links that his practice received were out of India and Pakistan, and they were linked to blogs written in other languages that we couldn't read, or the ones that were in English were put on strange websites like a combine website and a lingerie website and some really offensive named websites, very inappropriate. Just getting you a quantity of links isn't going to bring you up in the search engine. Or there's now a guy on the internet, and he's marketing to dentists that he creates a landing page and monitors your pay-per-click campaign for $600 a month. Now, I don't believe pay-per-click is worth the money, and I certainly believe that this is a waste of your time and your money, the $600 a month. But everybody says that their offer is the best and that they're the ones that make the difference, that get you up in the search engines. And then here's my favorite. I'll get you to the first page of Google. Everybody says that. I mean, even I say that. And you might hear that 2 and 3 times a day through emails and the telephone. And you just start wondering, you know, what's good, what's not good, what should I do? Well, all I want is more patience. And what if you had somebody to explain all of this to you and keep your best interest in mind? Somebody that could be your own online and website marketing director. Someone that would be a fraction of the cost of a full-time person. Well, that's what I do. Is I become your website marketing director or website marketing consultant and help you move up in the search engines. This is one of my clients, and there's his picture, Dr. Christian Yaste, and his partner is Dr. Joe Hufanda, Valentine Center for Dentistry in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I've been working with them since mid-December, and it's February the 26th right now, so about 2.5 months, and we've been making really good progress in the last 2.5 months. This was a search that I did for them in December when we were first talking. A very competitive word in Charlotte, dental implants, and it's especially become even more competitive in the last month when a national firm has moved here to Charlotte. But this is a search I did for them. Here's the paid, local map, more paid listings, organic, 1, 2, and then these are the locals. So then you move down past the fold, here's more locals. So here's Ballantine Dentistry, 4th in the local listing, but they're below the fold and halfway down the page. So really not too bad. And Ballantine Center for Dentistry was doing some really good things. So it's not like they were far down in the search engines, but they wanted to move up and have a stronger presence and beat more of their competitors by having more of a stronger presence on the internet. Okay, this is a search I did yesterday, February the 25th. Same thing, dental implants in Charlotte. Here's and I just enlarged it, number 1 organic, number 2 organic, number 1 local. Now that's a great place to be. They're at the top of the page and they're number 1 local. Here's another search I did yesterday, laser teeth whitening in Charlotte. Number 1 local again, top of the page. Number 1 organic, number 2 organic. That's definitely where you want to be. So just remember their positions here, and we're going to discuss some numbers. There are approximately 30,000 to 120,000 monthly dental searches in your area. Now those are for, keywords related to your dental practice, but not counting the really highly used word dentist. That would just blow our numbers. So 30,000 to 120,000 monthly searches. 80% of buyers search online before making a decision, and 98% of the customers make a decision based on who's located on that first page of Google. The first organically ranked site gets 41% of the clicks. Number 2 site gets 12% of the clicks. Number 3 organically ranked site gets 5% of the clicks. The rest of the sites on the first page, including the pay-per-click, get the remaining traffic. And the little red bubbles have only been the last couple of months, and Google doesn't have some strong statistics out on them yet. But they do believe of that remaining, I think it's about 40%, 20% of the traffic is going to the locals. So where do you want to be? You want to be top of the locals and 1, 2, 3 in the organically ranked sites. So we'll go back. Here's local, number 1 local, organic 1, organic 2. Now if you were a practice in Charlotte, North Carolina, I think you'd want to be Ballantine Center for Dentistry, and because of their location on the first page of Google. So back to those numbers again, but I'm going to go with a more conservative estimate. Let's say 50,000 searches a month for some of your keywords. If you can get 5% of these people to come to your site, that's 2,500 additional visitors a month. If only 5% of that traffic calls you about your services, that's 125 people. And only a quarter of them, 25% of those people that call you, use your services. That's roughly 31 new patients each month. So if your average customer value is $2,000, that's $62,000 more revenue every month and $744,000 more each year. All because you're in the top of the locals and the top of the organic rankings. So what I do is I give you recommendations on what you can do inside your website to optimize it, bring it up in the search engines, and attract not only the Google spiders, but also consumers, and how to use words that consumers are looking for to find your practice. I also work outside of your website, doing whatever it takes to get you up in the search engine. Article and video marketing, blog posts, press releases, pinging, all sorts of things. And if there's something I'm not doing, and maybe you hear a webinar and you say, well, you listen to this webinar and it's new material, I'll try that too, but I do whatever it takes to move you up in the search engines. I provide monthly reports where I show your progress. I also give you information about what your competitors are doing and make suggestions on changes that you can make. And then I also monitor trends and continue to learn about the market, because the internet is just new and growing and everything is moving so fast that you need someone that's a professional in that area that focuses their attention on learning what it takes to have a strong online presence. Now, the one caveat is I only work with one dentist in your market area, If I worked with 2 or 3 of you, I would just be competing against myself to get you all to the top of the search engines. And I'm pretty competitive, so I only work with one. And as long as I work with you, I don't work with anyone else in your market area, and you choose what that market area is, what the radius is around your town, or what small towns surrounding your city cover it. Now here's a third-party site, SEMrush, that you can go to and check your website. But I started working with Valentine Center for Dentistry around mid-December. As you can see, this was their traffic, and then this is their progress from December to mid-January. They haven't come out with February yet, but I'm really looking forward to it because I think it's just going to continue to go way up. But these are resources that I provide for you in the monthly report. Here's another one. Remember I talked about that 1, 2, 3 place. This is a Google heat map. There are not any paid searches on this except for on the side. So what's getting the most clicks is number 1, number 2, and number 3 slot. It's the X's are the clicks. See, that's the hot right there, 1, 2, 3. And then as you move down, you see some X's. Some of the other sites, 4, 5, 6, 7, are getting clicks. This was also before the local. And over here, hardly any clicks at all, maybe just a few for the paid per click. And that's why you want to be top of the search engines. Here's other tools that I use where I can monitor your competitors, kind of go in their back door, learn about them. I have all sorts of tools that I use to help you move up in the search engines and do research for you. And I save you money on and help explain all the smoke and the mirrors and the phone calls you get and the things in the paper and in your post, your mail, the things in your email. They say, oh, this sounds good. What do you think? Well, I can tell you if it's real and something worth pursuing, or, upgrading on that certain site, or going with this certain person that has this patented method. It's amazing, all the things people say. Or just tell you it's smoke and mirrors, or, as my father says, a snake oil salesman, and not worth your efforts. You have your own personal online marketing consultant, and I help you beat your competitors, get more targeted patients, and make more money. So remember, I only work with one business in each local market, and I have openings right now for 10 clients in the next 4 to 6 weeks. I work really hard in the very beginning to get you going, and then once you're set up, it doesn't require as much of that intensive effort. But I only want to accept 10 clients in the next month, and then after that I'll open it back up for maybe 10 more in about another month or 6 weeks. I reserve the right to refuse a practice. Maybe the market is too competitive, or maybe you're just way too far in the search engines and I don't think I can beat you or beat your competitors. And then one more thing, Dr. Yates did not want to accept anything in case you were interested in using my services, but I want to offer you 1 free month of online reputation monitoring and management. So my name is Shirley Cress Dudley. I'm with SCD Consulting Services, and you can call me at 704-904-2642 or email me at shirleycressdudley@gmail.com. I look forward to talking to you.